Alright, for my brows, I'm going to start off with my Salon Perfect brow pomade in the shade light brown, and I'm going to go ahead and use that angled brush from Sedona Lace. It's a duo angle and spoolie brush. I'm going to go in and fill in my brows and then brush in that product. Then I'm going to go in with the brow pomade from Salon Perfect in the shade dark brown. Yeah, it looks kind of dry. It's been a while since I used it. I'm gonna go ahead and darken up the top part of my brow, which the hairs there don't really grow. All right, I had a kind of accident a few years ago, and I'm gonna go in with the spoolie brush and just brush in that product. Now going in with my LA Girl Pro HD concealer in the shade Fawn, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brow. Okay, and this will give it more of a cleaner appearance, make it look like it was freshly done or something like that. But it is totally optional. You do not have to do this, and you do not have to use concealer. You can use foundation, you can use BB cream, whatever it is that you are comfortable with. Now using this concealer brush, I'm going to go in and clean it up. All these brushes that I'm using except for one is from Sedona Lace, and this is from their Vortex synthetic set. Now I'm going to go in with my foundation shade from Black Opal Cosmetics in the shade Nutmeg, and this is from their new Pore Perfecting foundation line. I'm going to go in and clean up the top part of my brow and blend that in with my finger. Then I'm going to use my concealer to conceal and help kind of cover or camouflage the discoloration that I have around my eye area, and just blend that out. Okay, now for lids, I'm priming my lids using my LA Girl Pro Primer stick in the shade Nude as always. Sometimes I'll switch it up, but this is usually what I prime my lids with, okay? And then I'm just going to blend it out using the same concealer brush. You don't really need to switch up a brush or anything like that. Then I'm going to use this large fluffy blending brush. It's a synthetic brush with this kind of lilac-y pink shade from this kind of triple duo thingy or quad thing. I don't know what you want to call it. I got from a beauty supply store and they were only $1.99. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this darker, more vibrant lilac shade or magenta shade and apply this into my crease with a slightly smaller blending brush. This one is more defined and better for the crease, and I'm gonna go back in with that synthetic large fluffy blending brush from Sedona Lace and blend those two colors out together. Now going in with this mini palette from Wet n Wild called Floral Values. I'm going to use that lilac kind of satin shade and apply that to the lid using a shadow brush and pat that on there really well. Alright you guys, and I'm going to go back in with that detailered defining brush, and then I'm going to go in with my tapered crease brush with that darker shade from the Floral Values palette from Wet n Wild and apply this into my outer crease area and bring it in slightly towards my tear duct area. Okay, we're gonna keep the outer part darker and the inner part very thin and light. I'm gonna go back in with that smaller defined blending brush, which I prefer to use for my crease, and blend out my crease again. Then I'm using this hard candy glitter that I got from Walmart, and they were 2 glitters for like $5.99, and I'm using my e.l.f. glitter glue to apply that to my lid. So I put the product on from e.l.f. and then the glitter on top. Alright, now for wing liner, I'm using my NYC liquid liner in black, and I'm just going to go ahead and create quite a dramatic wing. You do not have to do this, you guys. Definitely do not have to do this. You can make a nice modest wing, you can do a straight line wing, you can do a smoky wing, whatever it is that you want to do. A smoky wing will look really pretty with this look. Alright, now for mascara, I'm using my Wet n Wild mascara. This is the Max Volume mascara. It's one of my favorite drugstore brand mascaras, and I actually got it on sale. It was buy one get one free, so I got an extra one. Now for my tear duct area, I'm using that light baby pink Bella eyeshadow from Milani, and for lashes, I'm stacking these 2 lashes to create a mink-like look. Alright, both of these lashes are sold in the drugstore or Walmart or any beauty supply store you could find. Most of the products I'll list down below in the description box for you guys, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer under my eye, and then I'll prime my lower lash line and blend that out with my concealer brush. I'm gonna go back in with that deeper kind of magenta lilac-y color and blend this out underneath my lower lashes and give it a smoky effect. And I'm gonna go in with that deep kind of blue purple shade with this detailer brush, also from Sedona Lace's synthetic vortex set, and smoke out underneath my lower lashes. I'm gonna go in with a bit of mascara, and I usually apply 2 to 3 coats of mascara. Okay, so I need my bottom lashes to look cute. Okay, and that is it for the eyes, you guys. See, easy. Alright, you guys, for face, I'm using my Black Opal Cosmetics Pore Perfecting Foundation in the shade Nutmeg, and I'm using this flat top foundation brush from the Synthetic Vortex brush set from Sedona Lace, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend out this foundation. I blend it kind of towards my hair, not against the facial hairs, because if you go up against the hairs, what it will do is collect product in the hairs, and it will make your foundation look super cakey and not really that nice. All right, so go with the hair, not against it. Okay, so for between my brows, I usually squeeze my brush together just so I could fit in between there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add any more foundation I need to, just to get a bit more of a full coverage look for this makeup look. Okay, foundation is also up to you. You can use BB cream, or you can mix your foundation with some lotion and, you know, go really light with it. I'm using this Black Op Cosmetics color correcting wheel thing, and I'm just gonna use some of that orange corrector to correct around my mouth area where I have, you know, hyperpigmentation, which shows up more during the winter time because I lose my tan, so you see it more during the winter time. And then I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe. This is one of my favorite drugstore concealers, you guys. It's super cheap, it blends in nice, and it looks very, very nice under the eyes, but you must set it. All right, I'm using a damp miracle sponge from Real Techniques, and you can get these at Ulta. You can also get them at Walmart, and they retail for about $4.99 each. Okay, but they do have some very good dupes out there. I actually have one, so I'll show you guys that in another video. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush just to blend out my nose area there, because I don't want the concealer to be on the sides of my nose. Alright, so that's what I was doing. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight the rest of my face, my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, which I don't really want to highlight my forehead too much in this look. I'm just going to use whatever product is left on the sponge while blending out and bringing it up to my forehead area. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight my cupid's bow. It's so much easier to do with this concealer since it has a wand. Alright, and then I'm going to use my Ben 9 Neutral Set Powder. I could not find a drugstore powder that I like, except for the L'Oreal Pro Matte, but it has a color to it. I wanted more of a setting powder, so maybe you guys can improvise. There is another powder, I actually saw it in Walmart. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Smooth something, and NYC Color also has a translucent powder, so you can definitely use that. Okay, now for contour, I'm using my L'Oreal Pro Matte powder foundation in the shade Cocoa, and I'm using my contouring brush from the Sedona Lace Vortex set to contour my face, and this is going to add the shapes and shadows back to my face, giving my face more of a realistic look instead of a full foundation look, you know, instead of making it look like I just put on a layer of foundation and nothing else. Okay, so this is just adding those shapes back into your face. If you don't want to do a heavy contour like this, or if you do not have natural contours in your face, you do not have to do this. But if you do, like me, you can definitely do this. I prefer to do this because it makes my foundation look more realistic, and it makes it look more realistic. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Alright, you guys. Yeah, I had a moment. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend out all of that powder, or dust it out, okay? Make sure you get all of that excess powder off. It is neutral color, so it doesn't leave, or translucent color, it doesn't leave any color on your face. It leaves all the colors, foundations, and everything looking exactly the same. That's why I love this powder. I'm gonna go back in with that kind of magenta, lilac, hot pink shade and smoke out my lower lashes, because the concealer kind of took that away. And I'm gonna go back in with that Bella pink eyeshadow and re-highlight my tear duct area. And then for highlight, I'm using Makeup Addiction highlight in the shade Orgasmic, and this beautiful brush also from Sedona Lace. And I'm going to highlight my cheekbone area and add some glow to my life. You know, like, who doesn't like a nice highlighted natural glow look. I don't know. Anyways, I'm setting around my mouth area, and then I'm using this matte liquid lipstick from ColourPop Cosmetics in the shade Teeny Tiny, which is now becoming like my favorite kind of nudie matte lip. It's just a gorgeous color, you guys. I thought I was in love with Alley Splash, but yeah, Alley Splash might have to take a little seat because these retail for about $6 to $8 or something like that. Okay, for blush, I am going to use my tulip brush and this blush from La Femme called Redwood. It's such a gorgeous color, and apply just a bit of that to my cheeks. And that is it for this look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button so whenever I upload, you do get a notice, okay? I'll see you all soon. Love you guys. Bye.